In this video, we are going to be replacing the cabin air filter on a Ford Taurus 2000. The steps should be similar for any Ford Taurus 4th generation, and this should be done every 15,000 miles or according to your owner's manual. And doing this allows for cleaner air inside of your car. So here we have our new filter. Be sure to check your owner's manual to see exactly which filter you need. So on the passenger side, there are these three clips that hold the water cover panel protector in place. To remove those, you just use a flathead screwdriver like I'm doing here, and you should be able to pry them out with a little bit of force. And the clips are attached to the tubing, so they shouldn't fall off, except for the clip all the way to the side of the car. After, you can start lifting the panel up with a little bit of force. And there are a few notches in the back that you might have to work out. And then the panel should just come off. So now you might be able to take out the filter from here, but I like to remove two more panels to make it easier for me. So first I'm going to remove this lower panel here. To do that, you have to remove 3 bolts. They're pretty small. And then you can start taking this part off. Again, this is not necessary, but I just like having more room. I'm also removing this top panel above the filter, which really gets in the way. So it's just 2 screws, and then you can lift it out. It has this weird flap on the side, so just be aware of that. You can then remove the old filter, and I like to clean this area out. And I'm using an air compressor to help me out with this. So here's a comparison between the new filter and the old filter. As you can see, this filter hadn't been replaced in a long time. So now you can take your brand new filter and put it back in its compartment. Make sure that the airflow arrow is pointing downward. Be sure to check that it's seated properly. Finally, we can start putting everything back together. So first I'm putting this panel above the filter back. Remember, it has that flap that I mentioned earlier, and we just have to slide it in like so. And this one has 2 screws. It's pretty straightforward. We can then start putting the lower panel back, and this one has 3 bolts, as you see here. This one is not too bad either. And then we can start putting the top panel back. Remember, it has these few notches in the back that we have to align, as you see here. That might get a little bit tricky. After that, you can start putting your clips back, which I won't show in this video. And that's all there is to replacing your cabin air filter.